Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another speculation video. And this is combining a couple of different things. So the first one you probably already know about, but is still pretty interesting nonetheless. So The Sims made a tweet announcing the launch of the two new kits we got yesterday, Moonlight Chic and Little Campers. In case you missed it, I did upload a video last night reviewing both of them. Yeah, I guess kind of appropriate that I ended up uploading them at night since they're both themed around nighttime. But the tweet reads, "Let the nightlife festivities begin. The new The Sims 4 Moonlight Chic kit and Little Campers kit are here for all. Get ready to hit the town in a chic fit or spend some time around the campfire. What will the nights bring you?" Winking emoji. By itself, the winking emoji doesn't seem to really mean anything. It could just be like, oh, you're just gonna be up to some cheeky business tonight. Wink, wink. But there's something rather interesting in one of the two screenshots, because at first, they just appear to be the same old ones that we already saw before, but in the one for the Little Campers kit, there is an edit. And look between the tree and the bushes, there's a pair of glowing yellow eyes. Huh, how random. What could it mean? Well, I think this one is quite obvious. It's a hint at werewolves. Yeah, so I like that they are actually more obviously doing hints now instead of it being so up to debate as to whether they even do hints at all. To add on to this, Simgrew Frost quote retweeted it with the eyes emoji, and Simgrew Nova replied with the same thing. However, their name also has that same emoji in it. So that seems a little suspicious. And given how this is a thing, especially with the eyes in the picture, I think this also could be a hint that this game pack, this Werewolves game pack, is going to be announced sooner rather than later. Maybe it could even already be announced next week. I mean, they do love announcing and releasing stuff super close together with multiple releases. Even with the Courtyard Oasis kit last year at around this time, it came out on May 18th, and then Dream Home Decorator was announced literally 2 days after that. So I would not be shocked if the Werewolves game pack was already announced either next Tuesday or even next Thursday, because next week is also the beginning of June, though May 31st is the Tuesday, and then June 2nd would be Thursday. So I don't know if they would wait until it's officially June to announce this game pack or not. Either way, I could imagine it being announced next week and then it actually releasing on Tuesday, June the 14th, just 2 weeks after that. We did just get the pronouns update this week, so I think there is still going to be some time before they are able to drop the next patch, and therefore the next game pack soon after that. Though, then again, they did leave us hanging for 2 weeks after they revealed the roadmap, so it could still end up being quiet for a week or two, but yeah, I don't think the quiet will last much longer than a week. There is one other thing to talk about, and again, it is relating to the two kits. So there is the thing that they have in common is that they both relate to nighttime activities. But there ends up being one other thing that they have in common as well, and it's that they both have hints towards cars, potentially. It still might be a bit of a reach, but I do find it a pretty funny coincidence either way. Because, yeah, I mean, we all know about that activity table that looks like a car, and I've already seen people taking that as a possible hint to cars, but that's not it. The Moonlight Chic kit does have a racer jacket. It may not seem like much at first, but when you pay attention to the kinds of stencils that are on the front and on the back and on the sleeves, they do look like something that a race car driver would wear, with all the sponsors on all those different spots. And it even is called Trendy Champion under the styled look that uses this item. In the end, it still ends up being something related to cars, so both of these kits have something themed after cars. And yeah, looking at that Formula 1 car from the Sims 3 Fastlane stuff, wearing that jacket sure would go well with that sort of thing. So while these could be nothing and just be things for style, it would be interesting if the racer jacket was hinting at specifically some kind of race car driver career, but I don't know if they would ever do that in The Sims. I think they'd need a fairly large world for that to happen, unless it was a rabbit hole, but that wouldn't be very interesting. So yeah, that could be something interesting to put in a future Sims game, where if there's a lot of space somewhere in the city, then you could have a racetrack where you see the Sims race around. So there you have it, a pretty obvious hint at werewolves, and a not so obvious pair of hints maybe towards cars. I'm so tired of asking for cars at this point. They are the single feature that I do want the most. I've made so many videos discussing how they could be put into The Sims 4 and why they'd be useful even in a world as closed as Sims 4, so I'm still hoping eventually they could happen. I know a lot of people are asking for cars, and I think it would then be something a lot of people would be excited over. And if they truly do plan on supporting The Sims 4 for many more years to come, they gotta keep the hype going somehow. They can't just rely on kits all the time, because they also really should have something bigger once in a while that will attract a lot more people, rather than kits that are always just appealing to little niches. That's pretty much it though, so I'm gonna wrap up this video here. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. When do you think that Werewolves game pack is gonna be announced? And do you think those two items in the two kits are actually hints at cars, or is it really just not that deep once again? And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content, and I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!